For more than 50 years now, people have been talking about a strange creature, a creature that always seems to show up, right before something terrible happens. People described this tall figure, with glowing red eyes, huge wings, and this really unsettling silence around it. Some believed it was a demon. Others thought maybe it was some kind of warning from somewhere beyond our world. But for the people who say they saw it, this wasn't just some made-up story. To them, it was real, and it became a memory they could never shake off. This is the story of the Mothman, and the fear that took over the small town of Point Pleasant. At first, nothing about it seemed unusual. There were no news reports, nobody was panicking. It was just 5 grave diggers working late one night in Clendon in West Virginia. And then, something passed over them. They said it was huge, completely silent. Its wings were bigger than any bird they'd ever seen, and the shape of it looked almost human, but not completely. Something about it just felt wrong. The men froze. Nobody even spoke. And by the time the fog rolled in, the thing was gone. At first, they tried to brush it off, but after that, more people started seeing it. And that's when the stories really began. On November 15th, 1966, 2 young couples were driving near the old TNT area outside Point Pleasant. That's when they suddenly saw something standing in the middle of the road. They described it as around 7 feet tall, with massive wings and glowing red eyes staring straight at them through the dark. They panicked and sped off immediately. But whatever this thing was, it followed them, flying above the car, matching their speed easily. And the weirdest part? They said it never made a sound. Just seeing it was enough to terrify them. After that, sightings started happening more and more often, and people began noticing a pattern. The same glowing eyes, the same wings, the same silence. Researchers even started digging into old government files, CIA documents, strange reports connected to Project Blue Book. But no one ever seemed to get clear answers. Everything about it felt hidden behind secrecy and fear. Then came December 15th, 1967, rush hour in Point Pleasant. The Silver Bridge had been standing for decades, and then suddenly, it collapsed. 46 people lost their lives that night. The entire town was devastated. Officials called it a structural failure, but locals believed something else, because in the days before the bridge collapsed, people claimed they saw the creature again, standing on the bridge, just watching. After the disaster, things only got stranger. People in town started talking about these mysterious men showing up. Black suits, same expressions, same strange smiles. They questioned witnesses, but it didn't feel like normal interviews. It felt more like they were warning people to stay quiet. People were told to forget everything they saw, forget the red eyes, forget the wings, forget the fear. And according to some witnesses, the men themselves didn't seem normal either. They spoke in this cold, emotionless way, almost like they were pretending to be human. And what's really unsettling is, the story didn't stay in West Virginia. Over the years, similar sightings started being reported in other places around the world, different countries, different people, but somehow, the descriptions always sounded the same. A dark, winged figure, burning red eyes, and in many cases, the sightings happened shortly before disasters or tragic accidents. So maybe it was all just coincidence, or maybe there really is a pattern. Maybe the Mothman was a warning, or maybe it was something far worse. And even today, people in Point Pleasant still talk about the Mothman. Some believe it was just a myth. Others are convinced something real was out there. And maybe whatever people saw back then is still out there somewhere. If you enjoyed this story and want to explore more dark mysteries, urban legends, and unexplained encounters, make sure to subscribe to CryptMyths.